And I would like to start by pointing out a mall.
Woo, that's exciting.
Tianjin, which is China's explosive industrial city.
Don't make explosion jokes.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You guys, by the way, if you ever want to see something absolutely insane, look at the Tianjin explosion.
Yeah.
And honestly, it'd be easier to be a lot more tasteful about it if the CCP would actually just tell the truth about how many people died. Yeah, they acted like nothing happened.
Yep.
Dude, it looked like a nuclear bomb.
It did look like a nuclear explosion. It was incredible and just destroyed entire blocks of that city.
So messed up. Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, Tianjin, where there were plenty of explosions, not just one, by the way, but, Tianjin's kind of an explosive city.
It is.
One thing they've got there is a fancy mall. Of course, all Chinese cities have lots of fancy malls.
Yeah, it's weird. Malls kind of died in the U.S., and then they just kind of started taking off in China.
Well, think about it. It's because you've got so many people,
and
people don't drive. There's a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
So you're walking through the city, and you're walking home, you're walking to work. You're going to walk past a big mall. You may as well pop in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's also like it's an authoritarian thing, believe it or not. You know, it's weird, but think about Saudi Arabia and Russia. All these cities in those places have massive malls.
It's true.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I saw a lot of malls in India too.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I think it's a population thing.
Maybe it's a population
You've
thing.
got so many people, so you don't need to worry. That's a big problem with malls in America.
Yeah.
Is people just don't go there.
Yeah.
Because it's a hassle.
It's over,
Yeah, you have to drive there.
The mall where I'm from is just got demolished, and they put in like a massive beer garden and like a huge sports thing. It's more useful now.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I like malls.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good vibe, but it's also nostalgic for me. It's just where you hung out and bought video games and stuff when you were a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Now you do everything online, so that kind of got rid of that whole need for that. Anyway,
Chinese malls kind of suck, by the way. They're fancy compared to the rest of like the infrastructure, but there's not much to do. They're like these rip-off no-name shops with clothes.
This particular mall, you can see from the picture over there, they got a BLT, which is like a high-end supermarket. That's where you can, if you're a foreigner, you know about BLT and Olay in China. It's like one of the only places.
You like $25 for a box of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's heavily overpriced, but you can get like actual cheese and, like imported products. How much was it for like cherries?
I was about to say.
It's like ridiculous.
We went to show how dumb it is if you're a foreigner to try and pretend like you should live like a foreigner. Yeah, don't live your Western life in China.
No.
I think cherries were like, what were they, like $30, $40
Yeah,
or something?
stupid amounts of money.
For a little box of cherries?
Yeah. So anyway, getting a bit off topic here, but this is a fancy mall. Now, we very often told people about this phenomenon in China that you don't get toilet paper and you don't get soap.
No,
in public bathrooms.
Soap.
Yeah.
Unless you're a big, massive city center.
Yeah, so public bathrooms in China lack these things. Even in the hospitals, you don't get soap in the bathrooms, which is kind of crazy. So there are places where you do get soap, and it's in these fancy malls, 5-star hotels. So, foreigners, when you travel to Shanghai and you're having your little holiday in Shanghai or go to Beijing and you stay in a fancy place. Yeah, you staying in a fancy place, yes, you're going to come across the things like soap in the bathrooms. But I'll show you very clearly why you don't get soap in the bathrooms in China. And that's because in this particular mall, I follow a guy, and he was in this mall, and he shared a video clip that he filmed when he was in the bathroom. I don't know why you're filming in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was about to say, but in this case, it's okay. It's not towards like the urinals and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So let's film in the urinals.
Let's take a look. By the way, I love the little apple, whatever that is in the...
Yeah, can we analyze this for 2 seconds?
Is that steps to like climb up onto the, maybe for kids to go and wash their hands?
Yeah, looks like it. Okay, stop. Mm-hmm. Let's analyze this for the audio listeners out there.
Sure.
We know, shout out to our audio boys.
Exactly.
Audio sound
what, like this, like rocking the night
Welcome
away?
to 98.1.
Okay, enough of that. Let's.
Anyway, to our audio listeners, you're looking at an elderly man.
Yeah, it's a middle-aged.
Middle-aged, kind of upper middle-aged.
Yeah, in his 60s.
What do you call between like, we'll call him an uncle.
Yeah.
You see a Chinese uncle. Mm-hmm. And he's wearing an orange T-shirt. And what he's doing is he's one of these 5-star malls, and he's using his hand to trigger the sensor of a soap dispenser. But he's filling up a water bottle with the soap.
Yeah, mineral water there.
But right in front of him is some stairs that so children can wash their hands.
Yeah. And
the brand of the stairs is Apple.
Yeah, it's got an Apple logo in it.
Apple in toilets is a thing in China, by the way.
Dude, yeah, our friend, we stayed with, there was this, she had a rich uncle in the countryside. We went to go stay in this rich uncle's place. And they had squat toilets, but the cistern, because it still has a cistern and a flush button on top, it had the Apple logo was the flush button, remember? And it said like iToilet or something on it.
Yeah, it was called iToilet.
Yeah, it was called iToilet.
And it had an apple.
Yeah, and it had Apple logos. Logo. Yeah, it was the actual Apple logo. It was like, come on. Anyway, so this is why you don't get soap in public bathrooms in China, or toilet paper, or hand towels for that matter, is because there's a certain generation of Chinese people that if there's something there that can be taken for free, they don't have common sense or common courtesy or care about other people. They will take it all in one fell swoop.
That's true.
They will take all of it, just like this dude's filling up like a mineral water bottle full of the soap in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's cheap, man. Well, it's cheap.
It's free.
Yeah, it's true. Shao Chi is what we can say about someone like that. Or there's maybe not. There's a good Chinese saying that you can call a miser, by the way. And I like to use this a lot. And if you've got like a Chinese friend and you're out to pay for dinner or something, and he's like trying to split the bill and be very exact about like how much cents he has to pay, or he's trying to get out of paying all the time, you can call him a tia gongji, which means a steel rooster or iron rooster.
Iron cock.
I guess you could translate it to that too.
By the way, I do want to throw a caveat in there. The average Chinese person is not going to be a tia gongji about
absolutely
splitting
not.
the bill. They're going to probably try to foot the bill, and they're very nice about that.
When it comes to paying the bill, agreed. But if you've got a Chinese friend,
for some reason,
if you've got, and they exist a lot, you'll always have an uncle or someone like that is like that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And a tia gongji just means a steel rooster or an iron rooster, or like you say, an iron cock or whatever.
Yeah, you can use that.
Yeah. But the thing is, the whole point of this is that an iron rooster would never lose any feathers.
Yes.
Okay, because they're not going to let even one feather drop. So they won't like spend 1 cent.
Yeah, I think also just use it. Don't worry about using it in Chinese or not. If you got an uncle, just call him an iron cock.
Don't do that.
Yeah, know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Say,
that sounds...
Uncle John, you're an iron cock.
No, you don't say that. Don't ever say that. Don't listen to his advice. Okay, anyway, let's get back to our male grab hag over here.
Haggard.
Doing his thing.
Hagrid. What's the storyline here?
I mean, what is this bullshit?
外國友人要不要吃麵
What? 知邊五愧，知邊五愧。Language.
一斤蘋果30。
做個好嘅 This.
With new energy, we can...
I'm in, Leonardo. I'm in. As if he would ever own this car. See his expression. He's like, "What is this piece of shit?
This is the worst
car I've ever driven."
Pepper on top, right?
It's a bit too much for me.
Wow, that's a little too much for me.
When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.